Hi, so welcome to this Market Watch edition now after Tuesday, and let's do a quick analysis. So a lot of stocks जो हमने पहले डिस्कस किया था, they all went and made new all-time highs, just like हमने कल LTI के बारे में बात किए थे हमने. Together with that LTTS also, we made positions on these particular time and we didn't book. We were holding because we knew एक दिन ये 5,000 के ऊपर जाएगी, and that's exactly what happened. ये 5500 levels को क्रॉस कर गई थी, and this is these are few of the trades, just like OFSS was also in a box. We were waiting for closing about 5,000. I didn't trade this one, but definitely KOFOJ में हम अपना positions यहाँ पे बनाए थे. We didn't book out over here, and it went towards the levels of 600. So overall, yesterday also INFY made all-time high, and today also you can see 1800 के ऊपर ये जाके close हुई. So today was a really awesome day. Together with that also Emphasis was able to give a closing above 3,500, and this itself is looking really good. So since the last few weeks, since last few sessions, so you can say from the starting of this month, 28th 29th of last month, हमने mid cap IT में अपना positions बनाए थे, and we were planning to hold it for a week or two. So eventually that actually gave a good return, and hopefully we are going to carry it forward, and we are going to go for new heights, and let's see what happens. Okay. IEX is also fantastic, and today there might be a lot of people who are actually thinking about IEX, and I also promised I will do a separate video if I get a time, but from the looks of it, of course, IEX is looking fantastic. You see, this was a nice consolidation. There was a breakout. Thing is, on the day of the breakout itself, this is going to retest this 800 level. That's what it did, and it closed at 850 levels. Going forward tomorrow, 875 880 would be an interesting level. अगर वो ये 885 880 को क्रॉस करके 900 के ऊपर चली जाती है, तो basically it will go towards our levels of 1000. Yesterday night हमने IEX के short term targets first 950 and then 1000 discuss किए थे, and today when 950 came, I tweeted that I am going to book my profits. So what I was planning for 950, and that's what I did, and rest is already his history. But again, as I always keep on saying, always book your profits. Always have your targets, and then be sure to stick with your plan. चौराफिन भी आज हमने एक बहुत अच्छा ट्रेड किया था, and you can see there was a very nice consolidation over here. It was giving us scope. It will go for new all-time high, and that's exactly what it did. It was able to hold the levels of 600. It closed at 610, but going forward, 650 is a new target for me, and 650 is also a simpler target, mirror target, short term में कुछ ज़्यादा ही इससे बड़ी है. Siemens also fantastic consolidation हो रही थी, and today also it went towards 2400 levels. Of course, there was some sell off, but in general you can also see this is the same structure. कल हमने पेज इंडस्ट्री भी डिस्कस किया था. नाम इंडिया भी आज ऑल टाइम हाई बनाई है. M&M फाइनेंस इज डेफिनेटली इंचिंग टुवर्ड्स 200. हमने मन्नापुरम के में 200 में आज बुक किया, and this was also our plan. KOTAKBANK also, you can see a fantastic move. ये 200 के नीचे आके it gave a very strong closing at 2044 levels. So in general, the market is really very strong. Don't judge by a single day's small sell-off which has happened, and definitely going forward, I am pretty sure that given in a day or two, again things will turn out to be really good. अभी जो देखना है कि हम जो अपना पोजीशंस बनाएंगे वो किन लेवल्स पे बनाएंगे. दैट्स मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. वेदर वी आर लकी इनफ टू सी से 17,500, आई डोंट नो, और 17,400 आज गई, 17,300 200 जहाँ पे भी आएगी, बट डेफिनेटली द मार्केट इज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग बिकॉज जितने भी हेवी वेट्स हैं दे आर लुकिंग रियली गुड. जस्ट लाइक रिलायंस ऑल्सो मेड एन ऑल टाइम हाई. हमारा 2750 का टारगेट वी डिस्कस्ड when Reliance was here, and also when Reliance was definitely trying to make these moves actually on 5th. I think this was on 5th. Exactly on this particular day we were sure that 2750 should be technically achievable, so this was already achieved today, but it seems like ये यहाँ पे रुकने नहीं वाली है, and given the way this particular structure is, definitely 2800 and above seems to be the card. HDFC Bank, fantastic move हुई है. Also Deepak Nitrite also made an all-time high today at 3000 levels, but still the structure is intact and it can definitely go much higher. Wipro, fantastic structure हुई है, and this is yesterday after this particular candle we were talking about, हम देखना चाहते थे कि 700 तक आती है कि नहीं, वो आ नहीं रही है, which means there's a lot of buying interest in Wipro. One of these days this is going to definitely go for a much higher targets of 770, and that I think is very much doable from these levels. Also Mindtree, you can see ये भी एक ऑल टाइम हाई कल बनाई थी टुडे ऑल्सो. दिस फैंटास्टिक. ये सब बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं बोथ इन विप्रो एज वेल एज इन माइंट्री, एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड माइंट्री भी 5000 लेवल्स के लिए जा रही है. ICICI, GI, so we are actually staying away from insurance sector companies, and this we have discussed a few times in the past. So हम ICICI और SBI Life इस पे भी हम अपने इन्वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, and we are just going to stay with where the money is. Also Biocon we discussed on these particular days where Biocon is looking weaker, and Biocon today broke and went towards the levels of 340, and I think going forward ये फिर 330 और 370 इसके अंदर रहेगी. So this is not a good trade for us. Manappuram, जैसे हमने बोला आज ये 200 के ऊपर गई थी, we were able to book our profits, which we have been making since these particular days. So it was a good trade. Yesterday also night we discussed कि how this is going to go for 200 for today, and that's exactly what happened today. Cipla is also in a box, nothing much. Dixon also made an all-time high, 6,000. So it was a good trade. ICICI Bank हमने बोला था कि when we would be able to close above the levels of 725 on this particular day we will be adding positions, and that's exactly what happened. So a very good move came and it made an all-time high. Cummins India is Cummins Industrial is also more in a box, nothing much. NTPC, this is also, the structure is looking really good, so it was able to get some support at 140 and now it's shooting towards 160. Lupin हम 1000 के ऊपर ही अपना पोजीशन बनाएंगे. HDFC Life also, HDFC Life we are just we are just traders, and so maybe अगर आपको कोई investment perspective है, so maybe you can add a few shares of HDFC Life at 700 levels, but again I think that you will then have to wait, but again if you're in an investment mentality, then this could be done. This is a fantastic very good move, and I think कल हम Bajaj Auto पे अपना focus रख सकते हैं, because after a very good move you can see this nice consolidation which is happening, and it's trying to get some support from 3900 levels. I think 4000 would be breached tomorrow. Navin Floating हमने discuss किया था कि 4000 is a very strong resistance, and until and unless ये 4000 के ऊपर अच्छी से strong closing दे दी है, we won't be interested. But in general, especially हम 4200 के ऊपर अपने ज़्यादा positions बनाएंगे. Bata India also 2200 हमारा target है, and this again is inching towards it. So this is also a good ongoing trade. The advantage of these trades are we have created positions on these particular day. Actually, these were the days when I was talking about how Bata India is behaving like Asian Paints. And from 1800 we are now at 2180 levels, so going forward 2200 is a good target for me. Coal India also is more in a box, 200 के ऊपर अच्छी closing आ सकती है very soon. TCS भी 3600 को touch नहीं कर रही है. 3600 seems like very good support. In general it's between 3600 and 3800. Apple, Maruti also, yesterday we discussed about Maruti that if it is able to hold this level of 7500, 8000 seems to be a good target. Torrent Pharma in general is within a box of 3050 and 3200, and this has been since a long, so you can actually do a range based trading over here. Jubilant Food, after a good move at 4500, is now consolidating, and again very soon ये 4500 को भी breach करने वाली है. Do keep Jubilant Food in your radar. Syngene is between 600 and 40 and 600. In general, I think I have discussed earlier also that Syngene from a fundamental perspective is not that much of a good company for me. In general, I am not really interested in Syngene, but again, ये अगर 650 के ऊपर closing दी तो it can show some move. Marico has been making new all-time highs very soon, and this was a stock which we picked out much earlier, and it was one of the top picks from FMCG basket. In one of my earlier videos, जहाँ पे हमने different FMCG sectors में हमने देखा था कि Marico is the one which actually was showcasing some strength. Vedanta also is going really good. It is now approached the levels of 385 from just 350. So this is running good, but I really don't trade in Vedanta. I'm more interested in Tata Steel and JSW Steel. The reason is I really don't like the way Vedanta has. I don't like the promoters of Vedanta, and I want to stick with safe play. IGL is looking good. ये 500 when it was one of these days earlier के chart में हमने वहाँ पे breakdown देखा था, तब we knew that it's going for 500. It came to 504 today. I got a notification, 503.75, and it's closed at day's low, and together I think 500 might be achievable. Britannia and HDFCBANK is the same thing. There are some stakes still, so right now we are waiting for it to dip more so that we can add in SEP, or we are waiting for closing of the levels of 3000. Auto Pharma is in a box. Dabur also is after making an all-time high, is now again going towards the levels of 600. Naukri again, we were not making, we didn't have any positions which we made on these particular days, but we made our positions on this particular day, and from there I also tweeted when I said that there was this move which is going to come in mid-cap IT, and I created positions in all of them except OFSS, and then from there 600 6700, today it went towards 7400. So it was just a really good trade in just a matter of 4-5 sessions. Sun TV is also more in a box between the levels of 500 and 550, and also these are the companies which are not worth looking into. There are other interesting trades happening everywhere. Sun Pharma also is stuck between 800 and 850. Try to see if it again comes back to 800, and if not, try to see if it breaks the levels of 850. Sorry. Hindalco also is a good company, and we created our positions on this particular day because it was very evident it was going for a breakout. From there we went towards the levels of 550ish today, but this is not the end, and tomorrow going forward I think there is going to be more good move. Pidilite, fantastic move, made an all-time high at the opening. The good thing is it's still making higher lows and higher highs, and this structure is still valid, so there's absolutely nothing to worry. So is the SRF maybe chart में कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है, so there can be some profit booking, there can be some wild swings, but you have to just have conviction, and I think one of these days you are going to get paid. Muthoot Finance also a very good move. We are just waiting for a strong closing of 1600. Bharat Forge, it was able to move past the levels of 800, but then today it was unable to, and it closed to below 800. So it made a high of 818 today, 813.17. Okay, I thought it made 818, but yeah, no matter what, it made an 817, and so let's see. There's still if it reverses and reaches the level of 800, हमारा target 850 है in the very nearest short term. and this is a known thing that 800 after a long time it will act like a resistance. Let's see. I think from it will maybe it will dip towards the levels of 770, and then maybe it can reverse again try to go towards the levels of 800. Petronet is more in a box. Axis Bank also made an all-time high today at opening. Not a strong opening, I think, but from all the private banks, Kotak is and HDFCBANK, these two are looking really good. And Axis and ICICI Bank, they were not able to perform today because of very high opening and then the sell-off which came in from their opening onwards. Asian Paints is more in a box between 34 and 32, and today it came at 32. Let's see what happens. Dr. Reddy also 5,000 is a strong resistance we have been talking about, and from there now it's again back to 4,800. I think this is more going to be in a box between 5,000 and 4,700. Exide Industry also 190 को breach करने की कोशिश कर रही थी, but it failed, and now again it is correcting towards the levels of 180. MRFP also this was nice consolidation was happening. 85,000 को अगर hold कर पाती तो अच्छी होती, and this was what we were expecting today. There was a sell-off which came in. अगर ये यहाँ से reverse करती है, then the chances are good that it will breach 85,000. If not, then और अगर ये 8100 ऐसे levels को अगर breach करती है, then going forward this will again be in a box trade. Torrent Power, Berger Paint, these are all in a box. Bajaj Finance also, you can see this was making a high low, and now you can see how this structure is changing. It's making lower lows and lower highs, and one of these days we would just be tracking the levels of 7,900. अगर ये इसके ऊपर closing देती है, then again it will go towards the levels of 8,000. Actually, I think the data is not really very much correct because yesterday we booked out 14. Okay. I understand what's actually happening. Yeah. So basically, this is also looking really good. We are just so basically it's stuck between. It seems like from today 7,500 or 8,000 के बीच में है. One of these days this is going to revert. State Bank of India, fantastic move, fantastic consolidation. Just keep on holding it. There's absolutely not a problem. So in general, now if we go towards below this, these are not very interesting structures. अगर कोई भी अगर interesting company मुझे यहाँ पे इन इसके में दिखी, because this is now MCX अच्छी दिख रही है from consolidation. Very nice consolidation is happening. Bosch also very nice consolidation. 18,000 के ऊपर closing would be of interest to us. I think most of the companies are in this particular are range bound, जो भी अभी आ रहे हैं, just like Adani and DB's Lab. Ultrachem आज result के बाद अच्छी fall हुई, and it was not able to hold 7250 levels. PEL also is more in a box. There's nothing much. Voltas, today there was a strong negative move. It made an all-time high today. अगर ये 1300 स्पेशली 1280 ये है यहाँ पे 1280 का मेरा स्टॉप लॉस है, because we created positions over here. अगर ये फिगर होती है, then there can be more downfall. Trend also is more in a box, but it's near all-time high, so keep track on these companies. JSW Steel भी 700 के ऊपर जाने की कोशिश की, but it was unable to hold, so this is also one of the trades we would be tracking. We already discussed why this particular sector is interesting on our weekend video. Titan also made an all-time high. Ashok Leyland 140 or 150 के बीच, so is this more in a box. Pfizer also is looking weak. It broke the levels of 5,500, and going forward अगर ये 5,500 के ऊपर closing नहीं देती है, so there can be a more drastic fall towards the levels of 5,000. Hindustan Unilever also broke the 2,600 levels. So in general it was more in a box, so this is not good. Escorts also it opened at from the opening itself there was a huge selling pressure, and from 1555 it actually corrected towards 1,500 levels, and going forward we will see if it is able to reverse from here, और हमारा जो all-time high target है, that is still intact. Aarti also very good consolidation के बाद एक अच्छी move, but the good thing is it was able to hold the levels of 1100 1100, so this is also looking good. Canada Bank 200 say 190 तक correct हुई है, but it still has a lot of scope to move. Similarly, RBL Bank is also more in a box. Bank of Baroda also very nice move, nice consolidation, a good breakout came, and then again it is now below 90. So it's just a matter of 1 or 2 sessions, and tomorrow again it can totally change. HAL also made an all-time high, and so again it's back to 1400. Today you can see on these particular, abhi hum jaise aa rahe hain, these are all the stocks which actually closed in deep red. So the only thing which we have to see is if they were able to, you know, invalidate any setup, just like BEL. 210 was a strong sort of a support. इसको होल्ड करनी चाहिए थी, but it was unable to, and it gave a closing below 210. So this actually qualifies as a failed breakout. Just like यहाँ पे भी एक failed breakout है, एक box थी, उसकी range breach हुई है. Star also it corrected towards the levels of 550. These are actually good short candidates which you can be trading. Also Ambuja Cement 400 was a strong sort of support, acting for multiple sessions, and it got breached. Astral it is very near to its all-time high, and I am still very much optimistic for Astral. कल हम opening देखेंगे Astral का, अगर ये 2200 को hold कर पा रही है. If not, then it can correct towards the levels of 2050. But we are still very much optimistic. I'm still very much optimistic on Astral. और मैं 2500 का target achieve करना चाहता हूँ in short term. This is also not bad. At least it can very well reverse from here. Idea also 10 or 12 के box में है. ITC this is not looking good. So ITC made 266, and from there 52-week high, and it then corrected towards day low. BHEL also it made a good move towards 80. We booked our positions at 76 that we discussed in the 13th night's video. From there you can see it's now again at 69. 69 should act like a very good should act like a support in BHEL. Tata Power also nothing to worry. These structures, they will come and go. Of course the size of the candle is not looking good, but I think I am looking for the levels of 235. So it closed during closing it dipped towards the levels of 222ish and 223 ऐसे levels पे आई थी, and then from there I think going forward 235 would be an interesting level, and one of these days even this is going to reverse. And definitely we have IRCTC, nice consolidation, nice moves are coming in. Today it was unable and it closed at near about it went towards 5000 levels. हम 4900 levels को हम track करेंगे, and tomorrow at 10 o'clock I think I will have a very clear-cut strategy of the thing I want to do in IRCTC, and on the long side of course. कल 10 बजे में definitely, if I get time, because normally in the morning between 9:15 and 10:30 to 11 o'clock I'm very busy with my trade setups and studying. So अगर मुझे time मिले I will tweet. Definitely कल 10 से 10:30 बजे I will have a very clear-cut idea of what to do with IRCTC together with in Tata Power, and together with also in IEX. So definitely these are the 3 companies, क्योंकि आज जो move आई थी that was not wrong, that was not bad, and right now just like in IEX there's absolutely nothing to worry. लेकिन कल अगर ये gap down से open होती है say below the levels of 760 say for example, right, so we have to see of which way the market participants take this. In general these are short moves which will come, and then theoretically you actually have to take your positions, and you have to study, and you have to see how the positions are getting added, and then based on that you have to decide. So that's all, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. So today was an awesome day. We day traded LTI, LTTS, and so these were like awesome trading opportunities which we got, and hopefully tomorrow won't be different. So thanks a lot for listening. Bye bye. Have a nice evening.